Here are the notes I'm going to use to import a Excel file to generate Revit room by name and by number. So the Excel file I just created has two columns. Actually have more information, but I'm going to use two columns of information. One is room and room number, the other is room name. So go back to Dynamo. Here the first node you're going to use is the file path. Here you just basically provide the path. Doesn't show up the name, but find that as the room schedule it doesn't show up the file type, so I need to type in the file path here, so you can find the path here. So once you define the path, you will fill that into file dot from path. So basically, given the path, this node just find the file, and then after you define the file, you can go to the next step, which is read the Excel file. So here is you can plug in here. That was the first input, and then the second input is the sheet name. So basically you need to find out the sheet name. Here's a shortcut to find the sheet name is using this. So it tells you what's the sheet name inside the Excel file. Here you have called sheet 1. So I'm just typing the sheet 1 here, and it will notify the node. One thing to notice is you cannot type lowercase because it doesn't work. It doesn't recognize the lowercase. So you have to type exactly what was in the Excel file. And the last input is the boolean, which basically telling it read the Excel file or not read the Excel file. So true or false. So I just plug it in. If it's turned false, it doesn't read. So turn true, it's read. So then once you get the data, you can watch what's going inside. So basically it's showing up a few columns. So these columns just having the data input from the Excel sheets, but it has more item or more data that I need, so I need to get rid of some of them. So the first data I need to get rid of is the title of the data, so I don't need the caption of that. So the way to do it is use the list drop items. So you can fit in the list and then say the first column I don't want. I just plug it in. Let's see what happened. Actually it already happened, but it's over here. So instead of doing the watch here, I'm doing the watch after the job item. I'm going to turn this automatic. So you can see here the title group is gone. Okay, the next step would be from this list you fit into get index. So basically this one will have the number regroup. I think I need one more step before going to the get index, which is the transpose. It's supposed to regroup this data. You can see for a second what that means. So basically you put in the list and you regroup it. What happens is it regroup the number as one column and all the room name as the other column. This is what I want. And then the next step is I separate those columns by using get item at index. So this one, basically you plug in the list, you give an index. If you put 1, you will get the second column. If you put 0, you will get the first column. So you can compare here by using 2 different watch. So here, so you can see here is the name, room name, 1 column only, and number, the other column. So once you get to this step, you're basically almost done. So the last one, which is the most important, is you need to download the Lunchbox package, which is from here, search for package. You can just search Lunchbox, and inside the Lunchbox package you have the function called create room by name and number. So what this does is you plug in the data, which is the number and name, and you just need to turn on by using the boolean here again. And what it does is put in name and number, it will create a room for you. So let's see what it creates. It should create a bunch of ID, which means these are Revit elements. So if you go back to the Revit project, let's see. I'm going to create a new project so it's not mixing with the old one. Okay. So that means I have to restart the Dynamo. So bear with me a second. So I need to save this file first. So say room 2. So now I need to close this and back to Revit and go back to the manage Dynamo. So in here you can see the room. Okay, room 2. Okay, here's what we left from the Dynamo. So back to the Revit for a second. So let's say if you want to draw a room, let's give a few walls. Okay, equalize them. Alright, so let's say if you want to draw a new room here. So here the room, it automatically populates because it's automatic. Let's back to Dynamo, turn this false and save this one more time. What I'm trying to show you is the room supposed to be not showing here. So let's say, let's copy this first and new. Okay, and paste in the same way. Okay, manage, open the new Dynamo. Open the room 2. Oh, here. Okay, so I'm going to show you is the first one. If you create a room, you're supposed to have nothing here. As you just have a new room. But if you want to use the Dynamo, you can make it run. So now we generate rooms inside the very project. So if you create a room, so you have a drop down menu here, you have all the room listed inside the creation bar. So you can simply choose whatever room you want to create. It comes with the number, organized number, and the room name. And this is really helpful, and it's really beneficial for the workflow in terms of creating the room by name and number.